All right. Welcome back to another car review. We have Jason here and his beautiful
Mustang GT 2007 S197 model.
2007 Mustang GT. It's got the, what kind of motor does it have in it?
It's got the 4.6 3-valve.
V8?
Yep, V8.
V8, yep. And we're going to be reviewing his car today. This car looks really sleek. He is 17 years old, so this car is, I would say he's doing really good for his age. I want to kind of, start off with the fact that, like, do your friends have any cool cars?
Well, as of right now, they don't. Since I got one, they have been really wanting one. But, as of right now, I'm the only one. But I mean, I would like to, for them to get some so we can cruise around together. But,
Right.
I mean, I got, an acquaintance that has a pretty nice truck, but that's about it.
Yeah. And so, I mean, you go to a relatively small school. So, I mean, in the school parking lot, what is it looking like? We got Mustangs, parking next to you?
There's one RX-7 that I saw, but that's it. That's really it.
For sure.
Nothing too much, nothing too special.
For sure. So let's get into some pretty basic questions we want to get in here. We really want to find out about Jason and his plans with this car. So let's start with the first thing. What's all done to this thing?
Nothing too much. It's got a cold air intake. It's on coilovers. It's tuned by Bama Performance, which is a Ford, tuning. It's basically just Ford. Ford is the one that does it. But, I mean, that's about it for now. I would like to get some, the next 5 years, I'd like to get a supercharger.
Yeah. So you have long-term goals for this car.
Yes.
This isn't something you're going to have for 2 years and eventually get rid of. Okay. Now what I wanted to talk about is obviously it's a muscle car. It's got a V8. You need to have a lot of traction to put down that. Can we talk about the tires back here?
Yeah.
The tires back here, and I want you guys to see this. These things are pretty wide. I mean, do you know the size of these?
I think it's like 315.
315s in the rear?
Yep.
I mean, you got a pretty thick tire there. Now, this is my buddy here. So this is my friend. I know him. I know Jason. And I'll say when we're cruising, these things kick up rocks. This car kicks up rocks. And in our group, we have came to the decision of not letting him in front. So he's kind of the caboose in our convoys when we're cruising. Yep. But the car's awesome. It sounds great. Now, and do you drive this car during the winter?
No.
No. So it gets put up. So when you got in October, this is like your first season with the car.
Yes, my first actual, actual summer with it. Yep.
For sure. And it's gonna be a fun summer. Like I said, Jason is my friend. So this is, we're gonna be cruising around and stuff. I mean, being 17 years old, when he was getting this car, I was so excited because he's 17 years old and he has such a cool car at such a young age, and he can make those long-term goals and not feel rushed on them. And I think that's probably one of my favorite things about him having a cool car. And why I think this younger generation that is getting, I'm still in that younger generation, but the younger guys, the younger car enthusiasts should get, a performance car or some sort of car that can have long-term goals with, because it's just, you're gonna have such a nice car in the long term. Don't give up on a car. Now that brings me into another thing. You're paying for this car.
Yes.
You have no help. And so the reason I was so excited to interview Jason is my channel is to show you guys maybe a car that you want or a car that you have. So as a 17-year-old high schooler that, can't work full time,
right.
Is this a car you think other high school kids should get? Is this a good starter car?
I mean, it's definitely, the cheaper out of, the Musclecars.
The Mustang family and the Camaros and stuff.
I mean, yeah, especially Camaros. And if you want a V8 manual, this is the perfect thing to get.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely, I wouldn't daily drive it. It's not something I would daily drive, but for summer seasons, it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, and you have a truck you daily drive.
Yeah.
So you would recommend? I mean, how's the gas on it?
The gas on this thing?
Yeah.
It's not the greatest.
It's not the greatest.
And one premium in it.
Yep.
Yeah, it definitely eats up gas, for sure.
And I know things about this car, but I want him to answer because it's his car. But I do know that the gas consumption on these cars are terrible. I've seen it firsthand, especially with you in this car. So it's not good. Can we take a look at the interior? I mean, this is This is, I mean, 2007 at its finest, you would say, yeah?
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, we take a look in here. This is the Bama Performance, like sticker thing right there that kind of shows, yeah?
Yep. That's, I don't even know, like we looked up the, whatever the tallywhacker thing is, but we couldn't really find much on it.
And can I take a seat and kind of show them around a little bit more? So we come in here, I mean, it has retro gauges, you can't really see it. He has the key, it looks like. I mean, the shift knob, I've driven this car and I enjoy it a lot. This is an aftermarket radio, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
This does not come in stock with the car.
And I suppose that's just maybe like the fans or something.
That's this. It's okay. I guess that's another issue with it, but it's a very easy fix.
Right.
And that happens usually with a lot of these Mustangs.
And this, what's this right here?
This, you turn this on, and then this is my dash light. It doesn't work very good in the daytime, but it works amazing at dark.
Okay, and as we got kind of like a retro style here, retro style steering wheel. And there's not much back seat room.
No, not at all.
No.
Nope.
And we said we got a SpongeBob thing here.
Gotta have that.
Yeah, so this is we'll kind of take a step out of the car here now. So this was Jason and his 2007 Mustang GT. We kind of went into the big aspects of it and kind of showed it. This is a little bit more of an uncut video. I mean, all my videos are really uncut. But I was personally super excited to this video because I wanted to make a video with someone who was, 17, kind of a younger guy that or girl, and had a cool car and could really just share his experience on having a cool car and what he thought about having it as such a young age. He's paying for this car on his own, so it's super cool and makes him feel really accomplished, I bet.
Oh yeah.
About it. I mean, being able to drive it probably feels like such an accomplishment, and he has so many more years to go, and the long-term goals he has for this car are really going to pay off. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to hop in it, go for a ride, and kind of talk about it. Since it's being a V8, it's kind of a louder car. I don't have a microphone for my phone yet because this is what I record on. I do record on a phone. I don't have a microphone yet, so I'm not sure if we're going to be able to hear, but we'll do our best. So let's hop in it and go for a ride.
My nigga slay his dog. My nigga ain't got no heart. My nigga slay his parts. Free cool, he in the box. Free cool, he on the boot. I'm on the phone with him, I'm rolling cause I'm on it too. Ayy, pull up in cools, ayy. Jump out and shoot, ayy. Let's take on the roof, ayy. We all got a woo on us. You niggas can't get no verse. Be lucky you got a course.
All right, so it looks like we're on a perfect road to do this. Remember, if you're gonna be doing pulls in cars, get on the back road and have some fun. So let's do some pulls. Let's get my genuine reaction. I think we'll have some fun here. Oh, there's the torque. You feel the torque peak right there. Wow. And sorry for the audio, I have the window down. Well, I mean, that is great power for a 17-year-old. I mean, this car is affordable power, right?
Yeah.
This car,
I only got this for 11 grand.
11 grand. So I mean that's why you see Mustangs, and the joke with Mustangs, and this is not a hate to you, the joke with Mustangs is a crowd killer because you always see them crashing. Now the reason is it's affordable power. Now Jason here, he's very responsible with his car and he knows how to drive pretty good. I trust Jason 100% while I'm in the passenger seat. He's not one of those 17-year-olds that drive crazy. He really does love this car and treats it like his baby. But the main subject of that is that this is affordable power, and did I feel it? For 11 grand, I felt every horsepower with that. I mean, now these 4.6 V8s make what, about 300 horsepower stock?
Stock, yeah, about 300. This one, I'm pretty sure it's like 320.
320, because that's the Bama tune.
Right, Bama tune. You got the Bama tune, the cold air intake, which obviously is not much, but
right,
that's a little bit of something.
And that's I mean, you're starting out, you're building this car, so 300 horsepower, 320 horsepower is perfect for you.
Oh yeah.
And perfect for anyone starting out. But it's still, I mean, it's still got, a tune from the it's tuned aftermarket, so its throttle response is fantastic. it's awesome. I mean, it's affordable power. You get a lot of power out of this car. Should we do another pull here? Yeah, let's do another pull. I want to feel that again. That felt great. And you see I have my hat off because this thing throws you back in your seat. And here we go. We're feeling it. This thing pulls and I love it. The V8 sound you hear coming from it when you're soaring through is just fantastic. I'd say this isn't quite a track car.
No, definitely not.
Not a track car, but this thing you could take it to a drag strip or do like a 20 roll or a 60 roll and you're gonna put up a good fight. You're gonna put up a good fight, and that's what's so awesome about this thing. I mean, this car produces so much smiles from the fact that it's a V8. This thing is awesome, and you saw 100% genuine reaction that this thing pulls hard, especially when you get to the peak torque in the torque line. Once it gets that certain RPM and you feel the horsepower of the torque, this thing really pushes you back in your seat, and it is awesome. I think we might be going again here. See, now you can feel it. This thing, for a 17-year-old, this is a lot of power. Most 17-year-olds have a Honda Accord or some sort of SUV or a Honda Civic. Jason is blessed with a 2007 Mustang GT, and there you see this car in all its glory. And if you want to get one, what would you say to that?
Oh, I say for sure. If you're looking for something cheap, I think the Mustang is definitely the best on the market right now, especially with everything, with the prices and everything. So
Right.
Definitely a good choice.
Yes, and I would say if you want an enthusiast car for a relatively affordable price, for this much power and a motor that you can throw power on, get this car. This car is awesome. It feels great, and this thing looks amazing. So me and Jason, again, we're going to talk a little bit, then we'll hop out and we'll kind of summarize it, wrap it up, and yeah, this video will come out to you guys.